You are in danger, but these words will reach you as a lifeline. I am your Father in heaven, and I see everything. What you do in secret, what stirs your heart when the world sleeps, the burdens you carry, and the fear hidden behind your smiles. The questions that echo in the quiet moments of your soul do not escape my notice, for I crafted you with my own breath and shaped you in the hidden places where only I dwell. You are not forgotten. Even in your rebellion, I watched over you. Even in your silence, I waited patiently. Even when you ran from me, I followed with mercy, breaking the chains of deception. The path you walk is shadowed not only by the pain others have caused, but by lies you have begun to believe, that you are alone, unworthy, abandoned. These are not your thoughts, but whispers from the enemy, and I expose them in my light. I have come not to punish, but to rescue you. You have wandered far, but not beyond the reach of my voice. You have touched darkness, but not beyond the power of my light. I see the chains that bind you, chains of shame, doubt, past sins, and present confusion. I did not come to condemn, but to break those chains and bring you into the freedom that was always yours in me. The truth about my love. Listen closely, child, for my words are spirit and life. You do not need to strive to earn my love. It was never for sale. It is not a prize won by perfection, but a gift given in grace. You are loved because I am love. You are chosen because I chose you before time began. You are valuable not because of what you have done, but because of who I am in you. You bear my image. My fingerprints are upon you, and no failure can erase what I have placed within. Do not believe the voice that tells you to give up. That voice is not mine. I am the one who speaks hope into tombs, who calls life from dry bones, who makes rivers in deserts and roads in wildernesses. You're not too broken. You're not too late. You're not disqualified. The healer of wounds. Come to me now and let me restore what was lost. Let me breathe life into the places you thought were dead. Let me be your beginning again. I see the wounds you hide, some given by others, some by your own hand. But I'm a healer of wounds. I bind up the brokenhearted. I do not look at your scars and turn away. I carry scars too, for your sake. The hands that shaped the stars are the same hands that were pierced so you could be free. I did not suffer so you would live in shame. I suffered so you would live in victory. You fear judgment, but I offer mercy. You expect wrath, but I give you grace. You brace for rejection, but I open my arms wide. My voice calling you. I never stopped loving you, not for a second. Even in your darkest hour, my heart never turned from you. I waited and I wait still, speaking in whispers and wonders, in dreams and disruptions, in scripture and silence. This message is not chance. This is your moment. This is my voice calling you by name. Do you not know? Have you not heard? I formed the earth and stretched the heavens like a garment. I command the oceans and they obey. I speak and stars are born. Yet I bend down to hear your whispered prayers, the ones you thought were too small, too late, or too shameful. I see you. I hear you. I understand. Come as you are. Come now and lay down your defenses. You do not need to pretend with me. I know you completely and love you still. Let your tears fall. They are not weakness, but prayers in liquid form. I collect every one. Each tear tells a story, and I know every chapter. Let me write the rest. I am the author of redemption, and I finish what I begin. There is more for you than what you've known. You were not made for fear, guilt, or mere survival. You were made for purpose, communion, and joy. My spirit waits to fill you, to empower you, to awaken you to who you really are in me. You are not a mistake. You are not a burden. You are not forgotten. You are in danger, but these words wonder why danger seems to follow you even when you're in Father in heaven. Let me
And
reveal what your soul
everything.
has longed to
What you do in
understand.
secret.
The dangers
What
around
stirs
your
your
heart
heart
when the
always
world
sleeps.
sleeps. The
There are
burdens you
sometimes
carry,
warnings
and the fear
sometimes
hidden behind
awakenings,
your smiles,
and sometimes
the
the
questions
result
that
of choices
echo in
made
the quiet
a fallen
moments
world.
of your soul.
When Adam
do not
and
escape my
Eve
notice.
walked with me in
For
the
I
garden,
crafted you
there
with
was no
my own
fear,
breath,
no
and
danger,
shaped you
no
in hidden
confusion,
places where only I dwell.
perfect union.
You are not forgotten.
But when they chose to define
even in your rebellion,
good and
I
evil
watched
apart
over
from
you.
me,
Even in your
danger
silence,
entered the world.
I waited
Many of the
patiently.
dangers you face,
Even when you ran
are
from
echoes
me,
of that
I
first
followed with
disobedience,
mercy, breaking the
fruits of a
chains
world
of
that has
deception
turned from my face.
The path you walk
Yet
is
even
shadowed.
then, I made
not
a promise.
only by the pain
I said
others
the
have
seed of the
caused,
woman would
but
crush
by lies you
the
have begun
serpent's
to
head.
believe. I saw the
That
fall
you were alone
and made a way for
unworthy,
redemption. Different types of
abandoned.
trials.
These are not
You
your
are not in
thoughts,
danger,
but
because I
whispers from the
delight
enemy.
in your suffering,
And I expose
I
them
take
in
no
my life.
pleasure in seeing
I have
my
come
children
not to
harmed,
punish,
but I
but to
will allow
rescue you.
discomfort
You have
to
wandered
awaken
far
you
from
but
deception.
not beyond the reach
I will
of my
permit
voice.
storms not
You
to
have
destroy
touched
you,
darkness,
but to drive
but
you
not
to the
beyond
rock
the
that
power
cannot
of my
be
light.
moved.
I see
When
the
you
chains
chase
that
things that do
bind
not
you,
satisfy,
chains of shame,
I will let them
doubt,
collapse,
past
so you
sins,
see their
and
emptiness.
present confusion.
When you depend on
I
what
did not
cannot
come to
save,
condemn, but
I
to
will
break
remove
those
it
chains
so you cling to me,
and bring
not
you
because
into
I
the
am
freedom
cruel,
that was always
but because I
yours in
love
me.
you too much
The truth
to let
about
you
my
be
love.
destroyed by illusions.
Listen closely.
Remember Jonah?
Child, for
He
my
fled
words
my
are
calling,
spirit and life.
thinking he could hide
You do
from
not
me.
need to strive
But I
to
sent a
earn my
storm
love,
not to kill him,
never
but
for
to
sale.
turn him.
It is
I
not a
appointed
prize won
great
by
fish,
perfection,
not to
but a
devour
gift
him,
given in grace.
but to preserve him.
You are
In the
loved
belly of the
because
deep,
I am loved.
stripped of
You are
every
chosen
illusion.
because
He
I
called
chose
out,
you before
and I
time
heard
began.
him.
The
You
danger
are
brought
valuable
him back
not
to
because
purpose.
of what you have done,
Some of your
but
storms
because
are
of
like
who
that.
I am in
You have fled your
You
calling.
bear my image.
Silence
My
your
fingerprints
conscience.
are upon you.
Ignore my whispers.
And no failure
But
can
I love you
erase
too
what I have
much to
placed
let you
within.
continue
Do
without
not believe the
interruption.
voice that tells
Suffering
you to give
and
up.
glory.
That voice
There
is
are also
not mine.
dangers that
I am
come
the one
not
who
from
speaks hope in
disobedience,
the tombs,
but from the brokenness
who calls
of
life
this
from
world.
dry bones.
Do not think
Who
suffering
makes
always
rivers and
means you have done
deserts
wrong.
and roads
My
and
son was
wildernesses.
perfect.
You're not
Sinless,
too broken,
blameless.
You're not too
Yet
late.
he suffered.
You're not
more than
disqualified.
anyone.
The
Through
healer
his
of
suffering,
wounds.
the world
Come to me
was
now
saved.
and let me restore
Danger does
what was
not
lost.
always mean
Let me
abandonment.
breathe life
Sometimes
into the places
it is the
you
very
thought
soil
were dead.
where glory
Let me be your
grows.
beginning again.
Joseph
I see
was
the
betrayed
wounds
by
you
his
hide,
brothers,
some
sold
given
as a
by
slave,
others, some by your own
accused
hand.
unjustly,
But I'm a healer of wounds
and imprisoned.
I bind up
Did
the
I leave him?
brokenhearted. No,
I do not look
I
at
was
your
with him in the
scars
pit
and turn away.
In Potiphar's
I carry scars
house in
too,
the prison for your sake.
In time,
the hands
I
that
raised
shaped
in
the
power.
stars are the same
What man
hands
meant
that
for
were
evil,
pierced so you
I
could
turned
be
for
free.
good.
I
I
did
did
not
not
suffer
suffer
so
what
you would
others
live in
do
shame.
to harm. You
I
cannot
suffered
overrule
so you would
what I
live in
do
victory
to redeem you.
You fear judgment,
spiritual warfare,
but I offer mercy.
You must understand
You
that
expect
some
wrath,
dangers
but I
come
give you
from
grace.
spiritual forces.
You brace
that
for
war
rejection
against your soul.
But I open my
You're
arms
not just
wide.
flesh.
My
and
voice
blood.
calling you.
You are
I
spirit.
never stop loving
There is an
you,
enemy who
not
seeks
for a
to
second.
steal,
Even
kill,
in your darkest
and
hour.
destroy. My
He cannot
heart
touch
never
you
turned
without
from
my
you.
permission.
I waited,
But he will
and I
tempt,
wait still,
deceive,
speaking in
and accuse.
whispers and wonders.
This is why I
in
tell you to put
dreams
on the
and
armor I
disruptions,
have provided.
in scripture,
The belt
and
of
silence.
truth.
This
The
message
breastplate
is
of
not
righteousness.
chance.
The
This is your
shield of
moment.
faith.
This is my
The helmet
voice
of
calling you by
salvation.
name.
Do you not
sword of
know?
the Spirit.
Have you not heard?
These are not
I
metaphors.
formed the earth,
and
they are
stretched
weapons,
the
and
heavens
they are yours.
like a garment.
The enemy
I command
will
the
disguise
oceans,
danger
and
as
they obey.
pleasure.
I
Wrap
speak,
poison
and stars
in
are
beauty.
born.
Offer
Yet I bend down to
thrones that
hear your
turn to
whispered
dust.
prayers.
But I give you
The
discernment.
ones you thought were too
My spirit
small,
will guide you
too
into
late,
all
or
truth.
too shameful.
My sheep know my
I
voice.
see you.
I
Walking
hear you.
in victory.
I understand.
You cry out,
Come as you are.
why is life
Come
so
now
hard?
and lay down your defenses.
I answer,
You do
because
not
you
need
live
to
in a
pretend
world
with
of
me.
war.
I know you
But take heart,
completely, and
I have
love you
overcome
still.
the world.
Let your
My
tears
spirit
fall.
dwells
They are
within
not
you to give you
weakness,
power,
but prayers in
love,
liquid form,
and a sound
I collect
mind.
everyone.
You're not a victim.
Each tear
You are
tells
more
a
than a
story,
conqueror.
and
If you walk
I
in the
know
flesh,
every chapter
you will fall.
Let me
The
write
flesh
rest.
leads to
I am
compromise,
the author of
confusion,
redemption
and
collapse.
I finish what I began.
But my spirit
There is
leads to
more
life
for you
than what
peace,
you've known.
clarity,
You were not
and
made for
strength.
fear. Remember
Guilt
Paul and
or mere
Silas?
survival. Chained
You were
in a
made for
dungeon,
purpose,
beaten,
communion,
and bleeding,
and joy.
They began
My
to
spirit
sing at
waits
midnight.
to fill you.
When their praise
to
rose,
empower you,
the earth shook,
to awaken
and
you
the
to
prison
who you
doors
really
flew
are in
open.
me.
Your
You are
praise
not a mistake.
is a weapon.
You are not a
When you
burden.
worship
You
me
are not
in your
forgotten.
pain, you invite my presence into your prison. Where my spirit is, there is freedom. You are not alone. You may think you are surrounded, but I say you are surrounded by me. When Elisha's servant saw the enemy army, he feared. But Elisha prayed, Lord, open his eyes. And I opened them, and he saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire. You do not see the armies of angels I have assigned to you. You do not feel the invisible shield of grace that holds you every day. But I assure you, your life is not left to chance. Every hair on your head is numbered. Every tear is seen. Every prayer is heard. You are in danger, but sometimes you wonder why danger seems to follow you. Not all fire is destructive. Let me reveal what your soul has longed. Gold must be tested in flame. The dangers around your faith must be tested to mature. The birds not test you to shame you, and the fear sometimes awaken your smile. What you see is weakness. The questions that echo in the quiet moments of your soul. When Adam did not escape, but I offer walk with me in the garden. You seek there is no fear, but I offer and shape you. No hidden places. I am not raising only perfect union. You are not raising they chose to define even in your rebellion. Your unique watchdog from me. Do not even compare your journeys with another. I waited many of the dangers even when you ran from echoes of that. Peter asked me about John's future, breaking the chains. What is that to you? From my faith. You follow the path you walk. Yes, you know the path. I made a promise. I know what each heart. I said the seed of the woman tested by lies you have begun to believe. Some saw that you were fire and made a way for unworthy. But different types of trials. These are not you're not in danger, but because I delight. Trust me with your path, and I expose the dangers you face today. I have come not to punish one day, but I will allow discomfort. You have wandered far. But not beyond the reach. I will permit storms not to destroy darkness, but to drive you to beyond the power. I was lost, but he found chains things that stand satisfy. Chains of shame. I will let them down. Past sins. It is not greater than the God. When you depend on, I did not come to condemn. I did not bring those chains to abandon and bring you. I did not call you by name to forget you, but because I did not begin a word the truth about my destroyed by. Listen closely. What I started, a child, for my word, my call, water, thinking he could hide. You do not need to strive to earn my love. Let me teach you how to walk never danger without fear. It is not a prize. Let me show you how to stand in the fire without given in but to preserve it. You are loved in the belly of the deep. I am stripped of. You are chosen because I chose you before I heard him. And the danger of valuable not because that was me, child. Some of your storms I do not remove. You have fled your call. Bear my image. But silence my fingerprints are upon you. You will come out not even failure. But I love you too much. You are not fragile. Do not believe the voice that tells you because of your strength. That voice. There are also dangers that come. I am the one who speaks hope. Return to me from the broken calls life. Do not delay. Do not think suffering always in the world rose dark. My son was perfect. Light shines. You're not too broken. Blameless. Draw near, and I will draw. You're not disqualified. Resist the healer of suffering. He will. The world. Come to me now. Walk in my truth. Danger does not always mean let me. You are in danger sometimes. Not without very soil. You are at the edge. Let me be your. But I'm extending. Joseph, I see the wounds you hide. Let me lead you home. Given by others. The world offers false sin, but I'm a healer of false freedom. I bind up the brokenhearted. No, but I do not look with him in the pit and turn away. In Potiphar's I carry scars too. Danger apart in time. The hands I raise the stars are the same. What man meant in my presence, I turn for destiny. I'm not afraid of your mess. What others I enter you to harm, you cannot walk in your battle with what I do. Victory. I stretch out my hand. Spiritual war, but I offer mercy. You must understand that some dangers come, but I give you grace. Even if you start to sin, you brace for rejection. I will lift you. But I open my. You're not just flesh. You're my voice calling you. Let your roots. I never stop. There is an enemy whose the winds will blow, even in your darkest hour. The floods will rise. I cannot touch you without my permission. I waited and I will wait still, but you will overcome in whispers and warn. This is why I tell you to put on the armor I have. I am your strong tower, belt of truth, shield. This message plays not. I go before you, shield of faith. This is my helmet of salvation. You are still my child, and I will never stop. These are not metaphors. The earth. They are stretched the heavens, they are yours like a garment. The enemy command the oceans, danger is pleasure. I speak, poison stars are born. Yet I bend down to hear your whispered prayers. But I give you the ones you thought were too small. My spirit will guide you too late or too shameful. My sheep know my voice. I see you. I hear you in victory. I understand. You cry out, come as you are. Why is life come so now hard? And lay down your defenses. I answer, you do not need to live in a world of war. I know you completely, and I have overcome the world. Let your tears fall. Dwells within not you weakness, to give you power, prayers, and love form, and a sound I collect mind. Everyone. You're not a victim. Each tear you are more than a conqueror. And if you walk in the flesh, every chapter you will fall. Let me write the flesh leads to compromise. I am the author of confusion and collapse. I finish what I began. But my spirit leads to life. There is more for you than what you've known. Clarity. You are not made for fear. Remember
guilt
Paul and
or mere
Silas?
survival.
You were
Chained in a
made
dungeon,
for purpose,
beaten,
communion,
and
bleeding,
and joy.
They began
My
to
spirit
sing at
waits
midnight.
to fill you.
When their praise
to
rose,
empower you,
the earth
to
shook,
awaken
and
you
the
to
prison
who you
doors
really
flew
are in
open.
me.
Your
You are
praise
not a mistake.
is a weapon.
You are not a
When you
burden.
worship
You
me
are not
in your
forgotten.
pain, you invite my presence into your prison. Where my spirit is, there is freedom. You are not alone. You may think you are surrounded, but I say you are surrounded by me. When Elisha's servant saw the enemy army, he feared. But Elisha prayed, Lord, open his eyes. And I opened them, and he saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire. You do not see the armies of angels I have assigned to you. You do not feel the invisible shield of grace that holds you every day. But I assure you, your life is not left to chance. Every hair on your head is numbered. Every tear is seen. Every prayer is heard.